Alright, so got done watching Profile, which is a 2018 film. It's a mystery thriller. It's pretty much lost footage. Producers of Unfriended, Searching. I believe the director also of this movie produced those as well, and produced this, I believe. Um, but yeah, it's basically a British journalist who is trying to get a story on ISIS and trying to pretty much infiltrate online propaganda channels of pretty much Islam type stuff, and pretty much trying to figure out how they recruit people and stuff like that, and try to, I guess, you expose them. So that's the story. The acting in this is pretty good. Um, Again, shot on a laptop the whole time, so I didn't really have a hard time figuring out. At first, like, I didn't understand this girl, uh, Amy, the character Amy, who she's a journalist. She's trying to romanticize this head leader of this ISIS group. Who, this movie does open up your eyes to, like, what goes on over there, apparently. Although it does touch on, a little bit of racism, where the this guy that she talks to on the head ISIS terrorist guy, um, like, you find out some of his backstory. Possibly it might be his actual backstory, but then also maybe not, because that's what you find out is going on with him, with his plans for Amy later on. Um, but it's basically her talking to him the whole time and trying to get info about how they recruit girls over there, and stuff like that. Um, I will say it was interesting, but it's not like Searching, where, I mean, granted, I was engaged in some of this stuff. Like, I liked what was I was intrigued of what I was seeing. Um, it's I will say it's an interesting movie. Like, it does keep you guessing what's gonna happen next. Like, if he wants to then see her screen, he wants her to share her screen with him, see what she's looking at, and then she has to pretend to be, one of them, or convert it. Um, but yeah, like, it's a well acted movie, well directed. Um, I wasn't really bored much. Even the ending, like, I thought it would end like a typical lost footage film. It kind of doesn't really. I mean, I prefer a happy ending, or somebody, lives, or they get away, or we don't really know what happens. Although there is text at the end where they, it's not really up for debate, because you already know what, but maybe. So they do, but then the character decisions with this girl, where she gets mad pretty easy or fast, really intense. Like, there's some intense stuff in this movie, which I didn't mind, but, like, some of her decisions of, like, yelling a lot and arguing with people, and then also she's trying to juggle her relationship with this other guy, Matt, who she's supposed to move in with, but then he decides to, screw off and get all jealous or mad, that even though it seems like she would have told him what her job, position, what she was basically told to do, and then he gets mad about it. So then I didn't really care for his character after that, after he had, like, a pansy fit. But yeah, other than that, like, again, the acting's fine, the look of the film's good. I don't really have any negatives, except for some of the actions that the character does. It did have me guessing and kind of hoping she wasn't really going to go I'm gonna try not to spoil anything. Stuff would, she does start to develop feelings for this guy. I'll just say that. But then there's times, but then you're not really sure, is she really caring for him at first? Or at first, she's playing along. But then it starts to get a little bit deeper where he starts telling her his life story, and then she starts to almost confess to him at one point. But then, so that was sort of interesting. And I was like, what? Whoa, what are you doing? He's a terrorist. But so then I couldn't really feel for him as much because he's killing innocent people, and then also, promoting kids with guns and murdering people. And then his conversations with this girl is even more outlandish. Where like he's sweet talking her like, you'll be queen around here, and even though there's a video him Skyping with her, and he has his dudes in a USB or whatever shooting at people and waving guns around. But yeah. Anyway, I would say give this a chance if you like lost footage films, especially. I would say if you like searching, like a more realistic approach to lost footage, I would say give this a chance, because it does have interesting. It does, open your eyes to like stuff that's happening around the world, and or in certain countries and that, and so yeah, I would say give it a watch. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace and love. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah.